PC. There are going to be 5 ways with an extra 6th bonus way. Although the 6th way isn't really bonus, it's kind of well known. But hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. First way, we're going to go download CCleaner. CCleaner stands for crap cleaner, and you may be thinking it's a spam and it's going to get you to download all these other things, all these toolbars, but trust me, it actually kind of works. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to Google. You should be using Google Chrome, because if you're not, you're in the minority. You're going to go to CCleaner, or no, pureform.com/CCleaner. You're going to click the download button, and you can just get the free version. The other ones don't come with complete cleaning, but this one comes with most stuff you're going to want. And yeah. You don't have to enter your email. It should do automatically. And if it doesn't, just click the start download button. It'll come down to the left, assuming you're using Google Chrome. And if it will finish, I don't know why it's not finishing. There we go. You're just gonna want to click it. English, because I do speak it English. Yes. Those are all very good things. It'll install. It should be pretty fast depending on your computer, but yeah, you can click finish. You can get out of Google Chrome, and here you have this wonderful program called Pureform CCleaner. Pureform's the company who makes it, I think. Here it tells you your specs, which is always useful if you don't know them. And here it says, here's what you're going to do. You're essentially just going to leave all this stuff clicked, and you're going to click Analyze. Now, mine's going to take a while because I haven't done this for a very long time. But essentially, after you do that, you're just going to want to click Run CCleaner. It might give you some errors, but I can assure you nothing will go wrong. And yeah. You're going to want to go down to the registry tab. You're going to want to click every single one of these. You're going to want to scan for issues again. This could take a lot longer because it is the registry, and those are filled with lots of errors. And then after this is done, which it looks like it's going to be done right now, you're going to go ahead and click Fix Selected Issues. It's going to ask you, do you want to back up changes to the registry? I always recommend doing it just in case. Just use the default place and do like backup registry. If anything ever happens, just remember where you save that file, and we can help restore your computer together. In the comment section below, I will always be there for you guys. You can click Save, and then you can click Fix All Selected Issues. It'll be done, and life is handy. The other two tabs you don't really have to mess with, but these top two tabs are your best friend, and use them, I'd say, on a weekly basis. They definitely help out. Next one, we're going to be disabling visual effects. Now, it sounds weird, but it actually does help. So you're going to go down to the start menu, or if you're on Windows 7, the search bar, and you're going to want to type performance. Adjust the performance or appearance of performance of Windows. So you're going to be confronted with this little dialog box. I personally let Windows choose what's best for my computer, but if you're running on a slower system, you should do adjust for best performance. Then you're going to want to click apply. It'll change everything. The screen might go black for a second. Don't fret, everything will be fine. It might look a little weird, but just live with it. Your computer will be much faster afterwards. And for the third scenario, we're going to be disabling services in MS-config. So you're going to want to go to your search bar or your Metro UI and just type MS-config, M-S-C-O-N-F-I-G. Click the first one. You're going to have this dialog box. Now, you can basically leave everything on the first tab the same. Boot, you can leave everything the same. This is more for advanced users. And here you can go to service options. Now, by default, just about every one of these is going to be checked. So you automatically want to hide Microsoft services. If you do this and you start checking around, just about nothing can go wrong, unless you're on a laptop, which even then, nothing can go wrong, really. So yeah. Now you're going to be greeted with all these things. If you don't know what they are, like VMware, I know what that is, but I don't want it to start up, you can just unclick it. Safe IPS, I know what that is, but I don't want it. If it says anything to do with Windows or I don't know, maybe something for your phone, maybe you always like your phone connected to your computer and it's something to do with your phone, leave that turned on. You should have some amount of know-how when it comes to this thing. Internet pass-through service, quite frankly, I don't know what that is, and I doubt it's important. This is kind of at your own risk, but nothing can really go wrong, so don't sue me. But you should be pretty confident here. AMD Fuel, that's drivers for my computer. That should be fine. And then everything else is fine, and I don't really care. Then you're going to want to click Apply. Everything will be fine. It might give you a prompt to say restart. You can just go ahead and do that now, or you can finish watching the rest of this video. Now, the next tab is the startup one. Now, on Windows 8, there's normally a tab, or you can open Task Manager. If it would open, I don't know why it's going so slow. There we go. So here's this tab. Now, this is a list of all the programs that's going to start up when we start our computer, right? You can see VMware Tray Process. I don't want that, but it says it's enabled, and the startup impact is low, so it's not going to take much of your computer's processing power to start up, but I still don't want it. So you can just highlight it, right click, and then disable. Now that program will never start when you start up your computer again. Because remember, when your computer starts up, it has to go it has a list of things to start. Remember how you start up like Google Chrome, it takes a second or two? Imagine doing that times all these programs. Now granted, they're not as heavyweight as Google Chrome, but still, your computer has to go through and start every single one of these programs. And if you're not running an SSD in your computer, it could take a lot longer than you think. Now for the fourth one, we're going to disable hard drive indexing. That essentially means that when you search here for, I don't know, a file, see, this right here is placed on my desktop. This is brought to you by search indexing. That's what search indexing does. If you don't care too much about that, if you don't have many programs or files on your computer, then then this won't mean much to you. Sorry for stuttering there. That is essentially search indexing. Now don't worry, you're still going to be able to look for songs and stuff, but it'll just be much slower. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to you're just going to click this down here. If you don't have it, then type my computer in the search bar, or this PC, sorry. It'll take you here, and then here we can close all this. You have devices and drives, right? You're going to want to click on your primary hard drive. I have multiple hard drives, but the one that your operating system is on. That's, if you don't have many hard drives, it's probably the only one you have. So, and if you have multiple hard drives, then you probably don't need to be watching this video. You're going to highlight it, right click, or you could just right click, and then you're going to want to go to properties. And you see where it says allow files on this drive to have contents indexed in addition to file properties. You're going to want to unclick this. Then you're going to want to click apply. It'll take a while, could and could not, depending on your system. Once again, I want to leave mine checked because I like search indexing and I don't have this problem. And that is the fourth option for you guys. Now the last one is, you guys have probably heard this a long time, but you're going to want to defrag your SSD. Just type in defrag, click it. I said click it. Defragment. Oh, it's defragment and optimize your drives. Sorry. So here it says your drives, right? You're gonna want to defragment all of them. Actually, what defragmenting does is it takes all those little pieces and it essentially optimizes them in drives, right? Because when you get tons of folders and files together, they just become bunched up and messy, and they're not very organized. So defragmenting kind of fixes that. Now, if you have an SSD or a solid state drive, you don't want to do this. It can actually shorten the lifespan of your drive, like, significantly. Don't do it. If you think I don't know what I'm talking about, I do. Do not do it. You'll notice right away. Your SSD is not meant to defrag. It does it by itself. It has technologies in it that defrag itself. Do not do that. However, these two hard drives down here, these are free to defrag. Hard drives are fine. SSDs are not. So be aware of that. Now the sixth one and the bonus one is just to install an SSD. I've talked a lot about SSDs in this video, but SSDs they can get up to 10 times faster than hard drives. One, they're not mechanical, so you can literally throw them up and down, put them back in your system, and they will be good as new. They're much less likely to break because there's no moving parts. It's all flash technologies. They do have a smaller storage space, and they are slightly more expensive than hard drives, but let's face it, they are super fast, and most people who have SSDs just install a HDD or a hard drive right alongside it, so you don't really have to have that to worry about. If your computer is I mean, your computer is only going to perform as good as your weakest link, which in many cases could be your hard drive. You know, many laptops are still shipping with 5400 RPM drives, you know, if they're below like the $500 price point or so. Um, and hard drives, they get loaded with tons of junk. You can load an SSD with tons of junk, and it's still going to perform half as good as it did when you buy it brand new, and even better. I mean, hard drives, they're going to deteriorate so fast when you constantly read and write to them. And SSDs do too, but chances are you're only putting your operating system and a few programs on it, and it's just a better idea to put an SSD in your system if you're slowing down. Another option is to obviously reinstall Windows and only install the necessary programs you'll need for day-to-day tasks, but that does take a while, and who knows if you guys want to go through that. But guys, oh, another thing is install Windows 8. Everyone hates it just because of the start menu, but you can quite easily ignore it, or you can install Start 8 quite easily. So yeah, Windows 8 is actually much speedier. The undercarriage of this guy is much better than Windows 7 in my opinion. So and it has some cool features I actually kind of like. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please leave a like if you liked it, and tell me in the comment section below how I can improve it if you didn't like it. And yeah, guys, have a great day, and I will talk to you guys later.